The 5 dumbest Medicare rules. I'm going to go through all 5 right now so that you can understand some of the things that you might come across in Medicare that's really pretty dumb. So number 5 on the list is Medicare excess charges. And if you don't know what excess charges are, you absolutely want to understand this. There's 2 ways that Medicare contracts with doctors. One is Medicare assignment, and the other one is just Medicare. So if a doctor takes Medicare assignment, it means that they agree to take what Medicare pays them in full. If the doctor does not take assignment, then they have the ability to bill you an excess charge, which can be up to 15% more than what Medicare pays them. So the good news here, most doctors do take assignment, but certainly not all. And most Medicare supplement plans cover Medicare excess charges, but not all. So you want to understand that and make sure that you know what that's about. And that's what we do. If you're new here, I'm Keith Armbrecht, founder of Medicare on Video, and I help people across the country make the right Medicare choices, and I can absolutely help you as well. If you stay to the end of the video, I'll show you how to download my book, Medicare Made Clear, free, and something you can keep on your iPad or keep on your computer. It's a great resource for now and the future. Number 4 on the list of Medicare dumb rules is knowing how many employees your employer has. So Medicare is separated 2 ways when it comes to where you work. Whether you work for somebody with more than 20 employees or whether you work for somebody with less than 20 employees. And for those that work for a company that has hundreds or thousands of employees, no big deal. But if you work for a company that's 10 or 15 or 20 or 30, how are you supposed to know how many employees and how your employer categorizes employees to count towards Medicare's requirements? So it's important to understand that as well. If you work for a smaller company, make sure if you're turning 65, give me a call, send me an email. We will make sure that we figure that out ahead of time. And that's a question I have right now. Do you currently work for a company that is in that gray area, say less than 50 employees, where you don't really know? If you do, comment below, let me know, so that way we can kind of figure things out from a percentage standpoint. How many people work for a small company? How many people work for a big company? So that leads us right into dumb rule number 3, how Medicare treats people with an employer of less than 20 people. So the way it works is if you work for a company that has 20 or fewer employees and you turn 65, Medicare is your primary insurance. If you work for a company larger than that and you turn 65 and you're going to stay at work, then your company plan is your primary insurance. And there's a big difference there. So especially with a smaller company. So what generally will happen is if you're going to work past age 65, which a lot of people do these days, and you're going to stay on your company plan, you're not going to come into Medicare, sometimes you might have a spouse that is less than 65 that's not eligible for Medicare and has to stay on your plan. And in order for them to stay on your plan, you have to stay on your plan as well. If you work for a company less than 20, what's going to happen? You're going to start your Medicare Part A and Part B, and it's going to be primary to you, and then likely use your employer coverage as secondary coverage to cover what A and B do not. The problem with that is when it is then time to retire and truly come into Medicare, your Part B has already started. So they're going to, in essence, penalize you for doing what you were supposed to do by the rules. And I've had this happen before, where when you come in, since your Part B has started, you have lost your freedom of choice of Medicare supplement plans. So you will have a limited choice of what is considered guaranteed issue. So again, it's a little complicated, but it's a dumb rule, and make sure, just give me a call, send me an email, let me know what the scenario is, and we'll make sure we walk you right through it. One of the great things is there's no cost to let me help you. So hopefully you will allow me to help you. We'll make sure we get all your pieces in the right places. Medicare dumb rule number 2, observation versus inpatient. This is one that I guarantee you nobody understands, and it makes very little difference. So Medicare typically does not pay for a skilled nursing facility. So it doesn't cover long-term care. However, if you're in the hospital and then you're released to a skilled nursing facility for rehab, in other words, you're going to get better and then go home, generally Medicare is going to pay for it. But what they don't tell you is that they only pay for skilled nursing in that scenario if you were inpatient in the hospital for 3 or more days. So where this comes into play, and I've had it happen before, is somebody's in the hospital. I had a woman whose mother broke her arm and was in the hospital for 3 days. And then they released her to a skilled nursing facility for rehab. However, the hospital admitted her as observation, not as inpatient. And because it was observation, it did not count towards Medicare's coverage of skilled nursing facility. So she had to pay somewhere around $300 per day for however long her mother needed in that skilled nursing facility, because she was in the hospital under observation, even though she was there for 3 days, instead of inpatient. So I don't know that you can really control how they're going to admit you, but it's certainly important to understand. So ask that question: am I being admitted as observation, or am I being admitted for inpatient? And if you've had this happen to you, let me know. Please comment below. If you've had a scenario like this, let me know, because that's how we learn how to help other people figure things out. Okay, the number one dumbest Medicare rule is not counting retiree coverage or COBRA coverage as creditable coverage. And it's creditable coverage, not credible. It's a confusing term, but it means credit. So will they give you credit for having coverage in your health plan coming into Medicare? So if you're working past 65, or if you're coming into Medicare after age 65, generally, if you stay at work, you'll stay on your group health insurance. And then when you retire at age 70, 75, whatever it may be, you come off your group health insurance, you come into Medicare, it's just like you're turning 65. But there are certain scenarios where people retire and the company says, we'll pay for COBRA coverage for 6 months on us. Thank you for working for us. The problem with that is, if you take that COBRA coverage, then when you come into Medicare, you're going to be penalized. You're going to be penalized on your Medicare Part B premium, because they look at it as if you waited 6 months before starting Medicare when you should have started 6 months ago. When in all reality, of course you want free health insurance from your employer. Same thing with retiree coverage. Even though it's real insurance, and some people stay on their retiree coverage the rest of their life and never come into Medicare. But some stay on for a period of time and then come into Medicare, and you're going to face a penalty. It's going to be on your Part B premium, also on your Part D premium, where it's going to cost you more than what it would have if you had come in under normal circumstances. I've also seen it where an employer has retiree coverage and the group is on that retiree coverage for 10 years, then all of a sudden that employer either disappears, goes away, doesn't know another union contract, and gets rid of that retiree coverage, and then everybody has to come into Medicare, and guess what? Penalties on Part B and Part D. So again, these are some of the dumbest rules that Medicare has that really don't make a lot of sense in the real world. But that's what we do. We help figure it all out, make sure you get in the right place. Now I'm going to give you a minute to take a look at how to download my book. Make sure you do that because it's free. And then give me a call, send me an email when you're ready to come into Medicare. We'll make sure we get all your pieces in the right places. Hope you found this helpful. Stay tuned to download my book. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Hope you found it helpful. Something you will absolutely find helpful if you're coming into Medicare, or even if you're already in Medicare, is download a copy of my book, Medicare Made Clear. I've spent a lot of time and a lot of effort on this book, and I give it away for free. You'll find that I cover just about every piece of Medicare in this book, and it's easy to read and easy to understand. I've also put videos throughout the book where I explain everything to you. So if you don't want to read through all the information, just watch the videos and I'll walk you right through everything you need to know about Medicare. You'll also find all the links and the guides that you need now, either to sign up or in the future for things that come along. So take just a minute, visit MedicareOnVideo.com/free book. You can download it right now and it's yours to keep. I hope you find it helpful. Have a great day. Hey, don't go anywhere. These are some of my most recent videos right here. You can also find the link right below this video to download my book, Medicare Made Clear, absolutely free. You can also subscribe to my channel right here. So please, download my book, watch some videos, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.